After weeks of explosive testimony and 3 days of deliberations in the blockbuster defamation case between actors Johnny Depp and his ex-wife Amber Heard, on June 1st, the jury delivered a split verdict largely in favor of Depp. Amber, as promised following the ruling, moved to the Court of Appeal, hoping to overturn the jury's decision. But the problem is, the Justice League star will have to convince the Court of Appeal judges that all the witnesses Depp's team presented were wrong, including 5 police officers drawn from different departments and different stations. All these men and women in uniform testified against Amber during the Virginia hearing and are ready to testify again in the Court of Appeal. This only leads to one question. What are Amber's chances of winning an appeal against 5 police officers? Let's find out. Police officers who responded to a domestic violence call at the penthouse of Johnny Depp and Amber Heard said they saw no marks on her face after a 2016 fight between the couple in which Amber said she was assaulted. Jurors at Depp's libel trial against his ex-wife watched recorded depositions from officers who say they saw the Texas native crying but no visible signs of injury. The incident occurred 6 days before Amber was at a Los Angeles courthouse to apply for a temporary restraining order with a clear mark visible on her face that she said had Depp inflicted during a fight. These officers have confirmed that they'll be ready to testify again if called upon by the Court of Appeal or Depp's lawyers. This not only confirms Depp was right, but massively reduces Amber's chances of winning the appeal. Los Angeles police officer Tyler Haddon, one of the officers who responded to the couple's penthouse apartment on May 21, 2016, said the actress refused to talk to officers and had no signs of an injury, although he acknowledged she'd been crying and was red-faced. "Just because I see a female with pink cheeks and pink eyes doesn't mean something happened," he said in a recorded deposition played for jurors in Virginia. Depp had already left the penthouse by the time officers arrived. The law enforcers said they had no idea who Amber was or that she was married to Depp. Haddon said neither Amber nor anyone at the penthouse complex was willing to tell him or the other officers who Amber's husband was. Jurors heard similar testimony from another officer who accompanied Haddon to the penthouse. An officer who made a follow-up visit that night, William Gatlin, also testified that he saw no injuries either, though he acknowledged that his visit was brief and he got no closer than 10 feet from the paranoia star. He said his check was a perfunctory one because it appeared that the call was just a duplicate of the one that Haddon had already responded to. Gatlin, too, confirmed that if calling upon during the trial, he would stand by his testimony. The jury saw a body cam video of Gatlin's response, which was less than 2 minutes. Amber could only be seen at a distance. The actress's lawyers in their questions suggested that Amber could have recovered injuries with makeup because at that point, she still wanted to protect Depp. They also asked officers why they didn't investigate a potential case of domestic violence more thoroughly. The officer's testimony is some of Depp's best evidence that Amber contrived the allegations against her ex-husband. It complemented earlier testimony from witnesses who say they saw Amber and her sister practicing fake punches in the days after the attack. So yes, the Court of Appeal judges will find it hard to ignore 5 police officers who attended to Amber at different times and on other calls. The common denominator is Depp has been right all along, and he will be vindicated again in the Court of Appeal. Remember, this information is based on theories and opinions and therefore shouldn't be considered facts. And that's it from us today. Until next time, bye!